Okay, let's talk about the Buccaneers pass rush. It was lethal in Super Bowl 55. Without a doubt, one of the most impressive games from a pass rush where they still only got 3 sacks because, there was just a ton of pressure. I believe in the first half, the stat came out, Mahomes was pressured on 57% of his snaps. Insane. We're going to start off with this one, and you see on the screen, this is a wild stunt that Tampa Bay is doing here. Now, I kind of realized that it looks a little bit odd. I tried my best on the graphic. It looks like Lavonte David, the linebacker's moving. It's Shaq Barrett, and then there's who's 58. He's the guy who's going to move all the way to the offense's left of the left tackle. And then you have an interior defensive lineman who's currently getting blocked by Barrett. You can't see him on the screen, but he's going to run closer to the inside. So this is he's going to run, closer to the outside. That's Sue. He's going to essentially be the edge rusher here. So kind of a wild stunt right here. You don't see this too often. Usually when you see these stunts, you're just going to, move a little bit over and go to the guard, not move all the way over to the other side of the field. But that's what Tampa Bay is doing here. I kind of wonder if, like, Todd Bowles, he kind of had to play more of a boring style in this game with the 2 safeties deep, so he got his creative fix by going with these crazy stunts, and it really worked out well. I mean, pressure was getting there regardless, but the stunts helped even more so. This ball is going to be snapped, and Sue is going to do a great job with creating pressure off the edge. So, Sue playing an edge rusher role here is going to get pressure to Mahomes, and the stunts working well enough that Barrett is going to also have pressure on the other edge. So now Mahomes is in trouble. Mahomes does what he can, scrambles, throws one, and it gets incomplete, knocked away by Lavonte David. Good play by David, but also just a great job of, great scheme and great skill by those 2 Buccaneers players, Barrett and Sue. Let's show this play now. Kind of a fun angle. Your screen isn't broken. I've paused it right here. I'm going to just pause it. No graphics on the screen because it's obvious what we're looking at. Usually I show graphics so people know that, like, their video didn't randomly pause or something. But here, just, realize that when it's paused, it's actually paused on the video. So what Barrett is going to do here is Barrett's going to go for a rip move, which means he's going to get his left arm and try to get underneath Mike Remmers's left arm. So it's left arm to left arm, and then he can kind of get to the outside that way. That's what he's trying to do here. And once this play starts, watch how he's able to do it. And a lot of the way he was able to do it is, if you look at Barrett's right arm, notice how he's grabbing Remmers's left wrist right there. So Remmers tried to grab Barrett's, shoulder pad area, but he couldn't do it since Barrett got the wrist right there. It's so difficult if an edge rusher grabs your wrist to be able to have any success. And now Barrett can get his left arm underneath. And this doesn't look like it's necessarily a great situation if you're just watching it, but it's actually a really good situation because think about it. How is Remmers supposed to push Barrett now? He can't really. All he can really do is almost just like shove his belly into Barrett, but you can't. That's not going to do too much. And so he's just going to get moved backwards. It doesn't necessarily mean that Barrett will get completely by him, but again, there's going to be pressure on the edge, and that's the key thing, especially considering this is in Mahomes' blind side, and it's going to be even more drastic as Mahomes looks to his right. So Mahomes just isn't going to be able to see this. Barrett finishes the play off as to be expected and is able to bring Mahomes down. Then we'll show this sequence. This is kind of the very fun sequence of the game where it seemed like there was immediate pressure and Mahomes had to scramble around for an hour and then chuck one in the end zone and hope for the best as he was falling down. It happened a couple of times. Just so you know, I can't show these entire plays, unfortunately. It gets copyright claimed when I try to do that with the broadcast footage, so unfortunately can't do that, but it's still a lot. I think there's still something worth noting just by watching these plays, just the immediate pressure and seeing what happens. And what JPP does so well is, he's got such a long body, and he can sort of move around, can get people out of position, use his footwork to his advantage. What he's going to do against Remmers, and by the way, poor Mike Remmers, heart goes out to the guy. I mean, this is his second Super Bowl where he's kind of been a GOAT. It's unfortunate for sure. He's a backup. He's not supposed to be a star. It just kind of sucks that he got thrown in this situation, and he did his best, just wasn't good enough. But anyways, Barrett's going to sort of fake as though he's going to the inside, and then he's going to get to the outside. Or excuse me, JPP is going to fake as though he's going to the inside, and then get to the outside. And watch how he completely gets Remmers out of position, swipes, is able to pull off the swipe move, and then eventually goes down. I'm not sure if he was held or if just something weird. Look, maybe he was flopping. I don't know. Kind of a weird situation there. Looked like maybe a bit of a hold, and he tried to sort of sell it. Either way, the play worked out for Tampa Bay as Mahomes would eventually throw an incomplete pass, although it would take quite some time. But that's how the original pressure started on that play. Then this one was the next play. This time it's actually going to be Will Goldson, who is kind of the lesser known good Tampa Bay player. He is a starter in a 3-4, usually when they play 3-4, which they played a lot more last year than they do this year. But it's, Vea, obviously, Sue, JPP, and Shaq Barrett, and Goldson is that fifth starter. And he actually, was able to make a really good play on this one. And what he's going to do is just go with a bull rush. He's going to try to use size to his advantage. He's going up against Stefan Wisniewski, who, again, another backup. This is the guy who only got thrust into this game because of the Eric Fisher injury. There's been some mixing around, but that's why he's in here. And so you're going to take advantage, and you're going to see what happens. Again, Goldson just, gets right by him, creates immediate pressure, and, completely busted that play from the start. Mahomes tried to make something out of nothing, but there was just nothing there. And then finally, this last play. So someone who's going to be a part of this play is going to be Cam Gill. Who is Cam Gill? Well, that's a fair question to ask because he was an undrafted free agent coming into this season, and it's not like he had a breakout season or anything. He actually has barely played. He's only played in 33 defensive snaps this season. He's been a special teamer as well, but only 33 defensive snaps, never had more than 9 snaps in a single game, and that was week 17 when Tampa Bay kind of, took their foot off the gas pedal at the end there because they were winning and wanted to rest their starters a bit. So Gill is the guy who's going to be rolling all the way around, and he's going to actually go. It's another stunt. You have an edge rusher go to the inside of the left tackle Remmers, and then you're going to try to get Gill to run around, and hopefully he's going to get he's going to get free and not have anyone block him, which is actually going to happen. So Mahomes takes the snap. First, you see Sue, who is on the edge. He gets pressure, which again, it does probably go to show it shows both. It shows the fact that the Chiefs' offensive line, not too healthy in this one, no doubt about it. And the fact that they were able to have Sue get pressure off the edge and, Cam Gill was able to come up with a big play. That kind of does go to show something, but I also think it shows that the Bucs had really, good depth and a lot of gut players on that defensive line who could make plays. And so now you have pressure on the edge, so Mahomes can't go that way, and Gill was completely free. And honestly, Gill didn't even do a fantastic job just getting there quickly, but he is going to finish this play well. Watch him just deliver a complete blow to Patrick Mahomes. Sue helped there as well. It seemed like the ball was out and they didn't even care. They're like, whatever, we got our sacks, cool. All right, nice. Game was over at that point. But a very good play. Listen, defensive line, that's what came through. The reason why I changed my prediction from the Chiefs winning to the Bucs winning before the Super Bowl was because I just felt like Tampa Bay, they had such a clear advantage on the trenches on both sides of the ball, and it showed in this one for sure. So, yeah, very cool to see. What did you guys think of this? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. And, of course, as always, thanks for watching.